Guys, this is really strange, and it doesn't happen a lot, but I have someone trying to get in on the show. Like, I've got a message coming up. So I'm going to put this person on. Are we scared? I'm a little bit scared. It could be some
We're
danger.
intrigued. Who is this?
What if it's a serial killer? Put them
Danger, ladies and gentlemen. It's Katie Underwood.
So I heard there was an opening because 6 squares is kind of neater. So I figured I would just crash your party permanently. Is that a rumor that is true that I can catch in?
Yes, please.
Welcome,
ladies and gentlemen. We can happily now confirm that the lovely Katie Underwood has joined the UCR family. So we have a brand new face with us today. Say hello, Brooke.
Hello, Brooke.
So, Brooke, why don't you tell the people at home a little bit about yourself and where you're joining us from, etc., etc.
Oh, so I'm in Newcastle. I am one of the team members over at Newcastle Ghost Tours. So with Anne and Renata.
Yay!
Yay! Best way to describe me is black glitter. That's
the way we like
it. My friends like to call me a twisted Disney princess, and I like that just fine. So, yes. Yeah,
that's the way we like it too.
Yeah, I collect Ouija boards. I have 4 kids. Yeah.
We have a brand new face joining us today. Mr. Dylan Cody, how are you?
I am well, just taking in some football and enjoying the company of you fine people.
He's a multitasker. So tell the people at home a little bit about yourself, sir.
So I'm a stand-up comedian, currently performing mostly in New York City because that's the only place that has comedy clubs near me, because like Vera, I live in the middle of scenic nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been doing comedy for about 2 years and living in upstate New York, and have been enduring this pandemic as everyone else has, and it's been a blast. Mentally disturbing, depressing, damaging, and every other negative connotation you could think of, but otherwise it's been great.
I was gonna say, that should be our new tagline for the show.
Yeah, look, I feel like you're fitting right in already, Dylan. It's a great place to be. We are damaging, we're disturbing. This is how we roll here at Uncensored Radio. Speaking of kids today, we have a fresh new face on the panel. Her name is Heidi, and tell us all about you, Heidi. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, thank you. How are you guys?
Amazing. So tell people where in the world you are, what you do, who you be, all that kind of shit.
I am in, oh God, how much time do you have, Doll? I am in Western Sydney. I own a dance studio.
How far west first, Bubs? How far west?
Greystone, bruv. So 2145.
She's rough. She's rough.
She's rough around the edges, but not enough to change you. I own a dance studio. There's not much to say. I'm 28. I'm single. She's a single
young.
gal.
Oh,
she's young. She's fresh. She's a spring chicken.
We have a very lovely special guest, Anne and Renata. How are you?
Well, I'm suffering because I've been separated from my symbiotic twin.
Okay, I'm gonna re-attempt the hammock.
Oh my God, this is gonna be great.
Oh
shit!
Yes, I'm sending that clip to Perez. Then a little traumatic thing happened. I'm really gonna take the show here first thing in the morning. So I was ordering a dildo on Walmart.com. I didn't know they had them, so I ordered it, and I accidentally sent it to my friend Brian and Joe's house, who just had a baby. So guys, could you ship the dildo back down here? Thanks. But this is a true story. And
Walmart sell dildos?
I didn't know it. I was just
They do.
She's ready for the deadly one, ladies and gentlemen.
This is my actual Grindr profile message. Have pictures looking for honesty, integrity, loyalty, a big dick, a quiet mouth, and somewhere else for you to go. And you keep your asshole picture. You know what I'm saying? I don't care for that. All right, you can take that down.
Speaking of things that are old, I'm here. You know I love ya.
You asshole.
Hi, Christopher. Bitch, he called you fucking old.
You're lucky that I believe it's nothing sacred if that's funny.
I was once called a racist because I was finishing up with a customer and I wouldn't turn around. And then we get to the cash register and I cash her out and she goes, you know, some people might take that as a sign of racism. I went into the back room and I sobbed. I was so scared I was going to get fired.
I can't stand your whole life. You talk about I sobbed because somebody called you a racist.
Yeah, and I mean, we can't really talk too much about Ratchet Drag when we've got Kat up here, can we? I know we're
leave it alone.
Yeah.
Like, look, I'm here. Like, fuck.
She's waxed and stacked, Katrina A. Johnson. I'm going to hold myself accountable for the next section because I thought we should finish every week off with a bit of a what the fuck moment. So here's a new section, a segment I'm calling What the Fuck Weekly. What the... Now this one actually comes from, I guess he has to be our number one fan, Mr. Ace Browning. He posted this into our comments on the penis snake. No, not on the penis snake. On the oat gulls last week that we shouldn't put in our vagina, right?
Oh yeah, right. The hornet
you missed out last weekend. So here's a story that Ace decided to share with us. My friend is in forensics and works at crime scenes. They found a woman laying in the bathroom floor with her head wound and live baby shrimp on the floor and a smell of burnt residue. After 3 days of investigation, they figured out what had happened. Long story short, she bought a lobster from the market. In the market, they feed lobsters live baby shrimp until they're sold. This woman brings the lobster home, inserts the lobster's tail into her vagina, lights a lighter, and puts the flame towards the lobster's head. So the lobster would frantically start shaking his tail, which is inside her vagina, giving her the most jollies. Apparently, she killed the lobster from burning its head too long. The lobster, being dead, avoided its bowels, causing the lobster to shit out live baby shrimp into her vagina. This woman then goes to pee, sees live baby shrimp crawling out of her vagina. She freaks out, falls, cracks her head open on the bathtub and dies. This happened in Chicago, 2021.
2001.
No, 2001.
Have we verified
this is just a story. This is the What the Fuck Weekly. So
I was going to say, is the world worse off without her being around anymore?
I don't think so. Look at Jodie.
Why would this woman
Lobsters everywhere, relax. She's gone.
I have no words.
I don't think we can have a conversation about that.
It's been a good week. I got a job. Yay.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah. One that I'm actually allowed to go and work at.
Yeah, that's always fun, right?
Does it involve laying down?
No, look, that's my dream job, but I'm chubby and I get nervous.
You and me both. I feel you.
G'day, now you're gone.
No, it's you got to drop a couple of octaves. Ready? G'day, love. How you going?
Oh, wait.
That'll
I've
do.
never really practiced. Hey, love. Hey, Katrina. You feel like going out for a drink?
I do, yeah.
You gotta go like this.
Yes, I do.
Hey, Katrina, you want to jump up and down a little bit for me there, love?
Yes, I do. Yay.
Now, it was supposed to be a lead for this robot dog. And this was one of the ones where everyone was really happy, all the heads were looking good, and then someone pointed out, they're like, it looks like you're pissing on the dog. And
it's not pee? It's not supposed to be piss?
No. So also, the different layer to this is that the dog was a Sony dog, and we were signed with Warner. So at the time we thought, oh, this is hilarious. We're making like a subtle dig at, we're pissing all over Sony with this album.
Literally with the album.
Projectile pissing.
And we all kind of agreed, they're going to bring, this is going to come up, right? Can you just deal with this? Because all of our heads look really good in this photo. And I'm like, all right, I'll deal with it when and if it comes up. And of course it did many, many times.
And it's still coming up today.
Still coming up. So that's the Sony dog piss.
So you took one for the team. You're like,
I took one for the team.
Yeah.
I often took one for the team. Yeah.
I just need to know, Mr. Perez Hilton, how many quarters? How many quarters are we working with?
You're literally asking me my penis size?
Well, yes, that's where they're going.
I've measured it, so I know the exact measurement.
So they freaking badgered me into dropping the sheet, so I dropped it, and nobody knew I was going to drop it. and then as I'm dropping it, I'm sort of bouncing around, and then my dick was helicoptering. And so when your dick helicopters, it like pulls attention away from the drama, and it's just all on the dick. Because how many times do you do this when you're naked? You just don't. Well, you do that flap thing.
Well,
you flap it back and forth, but you don't.
It brings a new theme, new meaning to the word drive angry. True.
By the way, other guests talk about their dicks helicoptering. I'm not the first.
Yeah, totally. What was it like to be on Breakers? Because the hype around Breakers back in the day, it was going to revolutionize Australian television. What was that like to be? You're like, I'm here, I've made it, I'm on Breakers.
Yeah, well, no comment.
That's all right. No, if you want to get a drink, go get a drink. Go.
Yeah, grab a drink, Belle.
Yo, you freshen up my drink? Okay.
Yeah.
That's better.
Jeffrey, are you feeling slow?
Jeffrey's not happy with his internet connection either.
No, I'm back out in the fucking shack this week. And the past couple days has been horrible for the fucking internet down here. I fucking can't do shit. I was trying to watch porn and it fucking didn't work.
What was it like? And I was like, it hurts when I sit down.
Oh, I love
there you go.
Too much for
walking
me,
through the
Lauren.
hallways in school, I thought everybody thought I was walking different.
Again, method acting.
Oh my god. You and Luke could be twins.
Bad girl, bad girl, bad girl.
That's it.
Had approached me about doing Mariah's All Christmas Is You. And I was fine with that because I'm like, hey, that's a cool jam. I can do that. So look, I will say this.
It's such an easy song to sing. Hey, Joanne.
Oh, yeah.
Like Walk in the Park.
Don't challenge me.
I want to be 31 again.
I know, right?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, we're not.
We wish.
I don't do anything. I'm sorry.
Not my next book, but I think the one after that one is a horror novel set in a hospital, where the hero's a nurse. Because just hospitals are weird
I'm
worlds,
sure Luke
man.
and I are available to consult.
I think there'll be
I've got some stories. Not fair ones.
Dude, I love running into nurses at parties because I'm always like, oh, how's work been? And man, depending on how many drinks they've had, they will go. It's the best.
I just had someone put their shit in my mouth. Yeah.
Tonight we have a very special show for you. We have Stacy and Bill Maxwell on with us, and we're going to talk about their story and their journey with their son Michael, who's diagnosed with autism. And there he is in the background. Such a cute guy.
I guess probably the first thing I noticed was he would like to rock himself. When he started standing and pulling himself up and walking, he would want to just stand and rock, and I thought, that's kind of odd. And he was late to talk. I mean, he's still nonverbal, but he was late to even produce noise. Of course, now we didn't know back then that that's what it was, that he needed constant stimulation, but looking back on it now, he needed constant stimulation.
By the time he was 3, is when we started really going, we need to have this kind of further looked into, and that's when we really started working on all the things that now have become our life. And now we're starting to get to a place where we can figure stuff like that out, and that's all because of the ABA. It's all of that work coming together.
So ABA is Applied Behavior Analysis, and it is the only scientifically proven method of helping individuals on the autism spectrum to learn the skills that they need to learn to be able to do whatever they want to do.
Dorf versus ScarJo. That fucking has-been wouldn't be going after ScarJo if she wasn't a woman. Fuck you, you tiny dick wonder. Put your misogyny on the shelf and shut the fuck up with your 1999 Blockbuster Award. Today I'm going to talk about the pro-life party. The same people who are now in court trying to overturn Roe v. Wade because they want to protect all the unborn children. This week, in this country, one of the most shameful, ugly, nasty stains that will ever darken the Supreme Court. Amy Coney Barrett, that privileged white twat, sat in the highest court of the land and said out loud, I don't see why anybody would need to have an abortion with safe haven laws. They can just have that kid and drop him off at the fire station. Fucking privileged cunt. How dare you use the court like that? This is beyond ridiculous. Don't ever tell me you are pro-life, because I'm going to tell you you're everything but. And don't act like the rest of us are running around pro-abortion. Nobody gets an abortion because, I fucked up, I'm going to get an abortion. No, this is a hard, difficult, terrible choice that is between a woman and her doctor and nobody else. Don't use the term pro-life. What you are is about oppression and suppression of women's rights. You are the party of no. Fuck you and your pro-life party. I am sick of this shit. 550,000 Americans dead from COVID-19. Jim Jordan got on his high horse in Congress today and said, when is everybody getting their liberties back? Never, if you motherfuckers don't pay attention to science. Never. God damn it. If you want to go back to a bar, get the fucking vaccine. If you want to go back to a concert, get the fucking vaccine. If you live in a house, then you accept science. If you use a cell phone, then you accept science. Accept the motherfucking science.
I can't wait to put that on TikTok.
Speaking of vaginas that are destroying the world, Gwyneth Paltrow's goopy vagina scent claims another victim. I have to go straight to Katie Underwood because she looks horrified. So,
To be perfectly honest, I was unable to proceed past the words Gwyneth Paltrow's goopy vagina. Just refuse to read anything more after that.
I thought that was creative writing. Her company's name is Goop.
Y'all, I just looked up how much this is.
Guys, keep it clean, and we will see you all later. Bye. See you, Rudy. What are you doing? Luke, follow us on social media. Is what I'm trying to say. Fucking hell. Oh, we're out. Bye, fuckers.
Oh my fucking god!
What the fuck is that delay? Dylan's gonna realize what yesterday. Oh my god!